Hey family, it's Regina, and guess where I am? Back in my closet. I cannot believe I'm here. Can't believe you're here. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first time, welcome. If this is a repeat, thanks for coming back. I am finally back in my closet, y'all. I know. It took me a long time to get it clean or straightened up, organized, whatever. Anyway, today is another episode of my note declutter, and today's note is honeysuckle. We'll get into that in a minute. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to find my notes so I can tell you all about honeysuckle, and I have 12 fragrances here that contain the note of honeysuckle that were in my collection that I'm going to be going through, smelling them, seeing if I can figure out what honeysuckle smells like, and deciding which of these should stay, which of these should go. So thanks for being here. And today, because it's so dang hot, I'm going to say welcome with a nice ice cold glass of water. Let's talk about honeysuckle, y'all. I'm going to read what I picked up off of the internet. It says a heady, intense set of suave floral notes. Suave. Ooh, that's kind of smooth. Honeysuckle is likened to jasmine with its sweet nuances of honey and pollen. Others often detect soft notes of vanilla or orange amongst the nectarous composition. Honeysuckle is an oriental floral fragrance with notes of jasmine, lily of the valley, rose, ylang-ylang, orange blossom, and apricot. If that does not sound like something I'm going to devour and love. My story, if this is your first time, very quickly, I'm in phase 2 of basically what has been a year-long journey. I am reducing a 800 fragrance collection down to approximately 200 to 300 fragrances. I have gone through houses, I've gone through different types of themes, i.e. designers, niche, Middle Eastern, etc. And in this phase, I'm still continuing that reducing down to the 200 or 300, but now I'm doing it by notes because I want to learn these notes and see what I actually like. And I want to share that with you because Spirit told me I need to do this on social media. So here, you're there, we're in this together. And as always, I want your opinions at the end because like I said, I can't promise that any of these are staying or that they're going, but I'm going to give it my best. The first one I'm going to try is REHOME Vanilla Tea. Let's see. Woo! Oh, buddy. Okay, only did 2. That was pretty good, you guys. You know how I normally go a little overboard and do 3. This just smells like a floral perfume. I'm not getting anything else out of it. Not to say that it's bad, it just doesn't, it's not a wow. My next one is Ellen Tracy Bronze. I bought this because Ellen Tracy was one of my favorite designers back in the day, the 90s, early 2000s. She did really nice professional women's wear. I loved her, loved the line. Ooh, this I do get. Definitely a mainstream scent, but I do get floral, maybe some jasmine. Definitely I get a scent of some honeysuckle more than likely because it's not a strong honey. Very nice, very, very nice. It could be a nice work scent, you know, nothing exciting. And the next one is going to be Viva La Juicy La Fleur. How have you guys been? I can't believe I'm sitting in my closet. I can't believe that the floor is actually empty in my closet. Oh, it's been a rough road. I might do some more taping in my dining room just because it's cooler there. But I really wanted to do today's episode here. This smells like soap. The slightest hint of maybe a honeysuckle note, a little bit of a honey tint, but otherwise this just smells like shower gel or soap. Then we have everybody's crazy favorite for a while, which was Love by Kilian, Don't Be Shy. Ooh. Now this one, when I remember this, it was so overwhelmingly sweet with the orange blossom and the marshmallow note. See, and it's still the same. This to me, unfortunately, I can't get beyond the level of sweetness and that marshmallow. Yeah. And I love orange blossom. You know that I do, but this is just not. This is like an Oriana to me, and if you saw that, I'm not a fan of Oriana either. It's just a little bit too, it just becomes too sweet for me. We're gonna move on to Ariana Grande. This is the Sweet Like Candy. And I gotta be honest, I like the little fluffy ball thing, but then I don't like the little fluffy ball thing. I find it kind of aggravating. Oh, see, this is sweet, fruity, a little bit of floral in there. I do see a similarity between the Rihanna, which little hint of honey maybe. Yeah. Okay, so I do catch the honeysuckle on those two, and maybe with the Ellen Tracy, but the Ellen Tracy was not quite as strong on the floral note. Here we go. Here's a Middle Eastern one, which is Fakhar Rose by Latafa. And if you know me, this took a long time too. This ended up staying in my collection because after about 6 months, I decided that I actually liked it. Who knew? Oh, that was 3. Dang it. Oh, yes. This, yes, I get there's a honey note in here with the floral. Interesting that I'm not getting a whole lot of rose. I wonder if it, even though the name is Fakhar Rose, if it's actually in it, but this is very, very nice. All right, next one. Oh, let's go to some of my favorite looking ones. This is the Merchant of Venice, the red collection. I believe that's what this one is. I'll look it up in my little thing in a minute. And guys, I have been having such a good time learning these notes and trying to see how similar the different fragrances are. Let me just, you know what, I'm not gonna move my camera because honestly, having me off center is really good, because then when I put up the notes and the accords and everything, from Fragrantica, then you guys can actually see it better. Ooh, look at that, that's good. Oh, yes, clearly, I don't know what's going on with the camera, guys. All right, how about Rose Arabia, Wheaten Almond? This is one that's not very much talked about. I personally love the Wheaten line. Ooh, look at that. Oh. Now, typically honeysuckle is in the top or mid. It is not, doesn't normally tend to be in the base because it is, oh, see, this is gorgeous. Wow. Wow. But yes, this actually is very honeyed to me. Like I would think there may even be honey in addition to the honeysuckle, along with the almond. Because for me, almond does tend to come off a little bit like honey, but this is lovely. Here we go. Interestingly enough, I had quite a few Viva La Juicy Couture, and one of them was the Viva La Juicy Noir. And the bottle looked like that, but the label has fallen off, so it doesn't really matter. But let me do a thing. So, you know, guys, I have been, I don't know if I told you, maybe not, but I have been considering going to retirement and possibly buying a home in Europe and being able to live there 6 months out of the year. I'm heading to Italy in October for a chocolate festival. Now, of course, I'll do some fragrance shopping as well. But I think I'm going to look to see if I can buy something then or somewhere in the next 6 months. This just smells sweet to me. Like almost just, it's very, very fruity, sweet, red fruit. I'm not getting nothing similar to the other ones here, the honeysuckle and any of those other fragrances. It's just very, very sweet. I can't say I'm a fan. And the last Viva La Juicy is this one, which is Gold Couture. Ooh. Okay. The sprayer alone's a reason to get rid of it. I do get some honey, absolutely. But it's not a good spray because it's just coming out in a little boy pea stream. It's not very nice. And then I believe the last one I have here, you guys, is Amethyst, which is Elizabeth and James Nirvana Amethyst. Something that you guys probably no longer pay attention to because this came out 2017, I think. And we both know the Olsen twins, the actresses, or we all know them. And I have several of these, but this is the amethyst. This supposedly has a note of honeysuckle. Now, I've always thought this was a more fall fragrance. Maybe I'm mistaken. Ooh. This is interesting because this is a little bit more masculine. Nice, very nice. I'm gonna regroup and I'll be back with a recap. For the recap, I am keeping Merchant of Venice Red Potion, Weedy and Almond, Ariana Grande Sweet Like Candy, Akar Rose, and the Nirvana Amethyst, because I think this might be a really nice fragrance come fall. Everything else is going, which are the 3 Juicy Coutures, the Viva La Juicy, the Ellen Tracy, the Love Don't Be Shy, and the Rihanna Vanilla Tea. That, guys, wraps up my honeysuckle note, as I like to say. Cheers.